This was the most vile and grotesque freak show that's ever been on television.
And this is the documentary that promises to pull back the curtain on what was the biggest sideshow on TV.
We just started pushing the needle towards red. Let's see how far we can push it.
And he was the ringmaster. Now Jerry Springer fights, camera, action goes inside the chaos.
Some stories went too far.
And the controversy. Jerry defined the daytime talk tabloid TV era. 35,000 gut-spilling, stage-brawling guests.
There ain't no way in hell you gonna get...
More than 4,000 shows fueled by countless fistfights and food fights. And we, and millions every day, loved watching him as the ultimate carnival barker for 27 seasons. We go way back, you and I, don't we?
Yeah, and we survive. I mean, have people no taste? Why do they keep watching us?
You've always said that.
Well, yeah, well, I've got a mirror, that's why. I know.
Before Jerry passed nearly 2 years ago, I reminisced with him about the ground and taboo-breaking show. How much do you miss the chanting of your name?
Well, I have an album here at home that's attached to my alarm clock. So when I get up in the morning, it's Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
Before Jerry became Jerry, he was an Ohio politician who survived and thrived after a sex scandal.
I didn't even think the show had a heartbeat. It was only a 6-week contract. It's a stupid show. I mean, who are we kidding? It's just stupid. But it's a lot of fun to do.
Now, in the 2-part series coming to Netflix, some of the men and women who worked behind the scenes are coming forward with never-before-heard stories.
The bigger that show got, it raised questions about what really went on backstage.
And with us, a man who was a producer for 10 years, Toby Yoshimura. He is very heavily featured in the docuseries. Toby, when we were watching the show, we were saying, oh my God, we can't believe what we're seeing. But should we have believed what we were seeing, right? Most of it was staged.
You can't really say that. The confrontation stories, I can say, those were legit.
What will this 2-part docuseries reveal? What are people going to take away from this?
It's all the stuff that you didn't see on stage, that people are always wondering how we did it and what was going on back then. I basically, poured my soul out onto camera.
Why did you spill your soul? Are you carrying demons? Do you feel like you need some exorcism?
I absolutely, yes, Billy, let's just get it all out there and then be done with it. So I was pretty clear.
After this, I'm never talking about this show ever again.
A major moment in television is when the Jerry Springer Show surpassed Oprah in the ratings.
Here's what I'll say about that. Oprah and Jerry and our show were 2 different shows. Even Jerry said that.
Yeah, of course.
She's the queen. We absolutely are on a different wavelength.
She's taking out a wheelbarrow full of blubber. You have 2 blubberous people clubbing each other.
If you want to save the whales, call Oprah. If you are a whale and you need to be saved, call Jerry. 100% agree with that.
Extra was first to expose the inner workings back in 1998.
How many people here have been on the Jerry Springer Show? How many of you actually rehearsed before you went on? Wow. How many of you told the absolute truth?
This group of guests claimed to our investigative journalist, Diane Diamond, that their shows were faked. The storylines were scripted. The brawls, mandatory.
They told you to go up and hit somebody.
Yes, they did.
Just to make the show better.
Yep.
And these 4 friends here told us their backstory of one of the women sleeping with these 2 brothers. It was not only scripted, they rehearsed the fight in a hotel beforehand. So what did Jerry have to say about our investigation?
Have there been people that make it up? I'm sure. Have there been producers that have crossed the line? I'm figuring out that's probably true.
Producers we talked to then denied any of their shows were staged in any way.
Does anybody have any evidence that Jerry Springer himself knows about these fakes?
No. Didn't say.
Producers look like they ran the show more than he did.
Listen, I can't speak to those stories. Those were not my shows. I brought legit stories on there, Billy.
Jerry Springer fights, Camera, Action premieres on Netflix January 7th. Until then,
Take care of yourself and each other.